Hi everyone, welcome back to Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. I'm here with Brandon Abro, a repeat offender actually on Keeping Up with the Chaldeans. He is with Universal Mortgage Lending, the biggest and brightest star in the mortgage industry.
Thank you.
Coming to us to share some knowledge. Why don't you introduce yourself, talk a little bit about Universal and what you, where you came from and all that good stuff.
For sure, man. Well, thanks for having me back on the show. I know last time we were talking photography.
Yeah.
You know, so still doing photography.
Yeah.
But this entire time I've been in the mortgage industry the past 5 years. You know, I was working at Quicken Loans downtown Detroit, Rocket Mortgage.
Yep.
And, you know, after being there for so long, I learned the ropes and decided, you know, I got to take that leap of faith and take it to the next level. So here we are, Universal Mortgage Lending.
For sure. And I guess you're bringing a different look to the whole mortgage industry side because of the changes, the constant changes and the swings in the markets and all that, and you're going to kind of share a little bit about that as well.
Absolutely. You know, the market shifts, and with that, business shifts, so you got to be able to adapt and weather the storm.
Mm-hmm. And how are you going to help your LOs figure out the changing patterns and the way they're going to need to be and do to be successful?
So, you know, the main thing, that's a great question. The main thing is that we're trying to build longevity and build actual careers here.
Correct.
And make everybody self-employed, right? So I tell everybody, you know, when you're coming to Universal Mortgage, you're not, you know, working for Universal Mortgage, you're working for yourself.
Yep.
You're self-employed, so you got to invest in yourself. You got to run your own business. You got to do what you got to do, you know, to take yourself to where you want to go, because the sky is the limit.
Absolutely. And with all of the knowledge, the wealth of knowledge that you have, you can hold their hand and walk them through to the point where they can kind of sprint on their own. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, one thing that we're starting to realize with market, obviously everyone's hearing rates are going up.
Yeah.
Housing values are going up. So it's about what you're going to do to adapt to that, right? So right now we're in a purchase, you know, season.
Yep.
We're focusing on, you know, people buying homes, buying real estate versus the refinance. Like in 2020, 2021, we saw, you know, record low interest rates.
Yep.
So everybody was refinancing and taking cash out and lowering their monthly payment. But right now we're seeing a lot of people are buying real estate, and especially with, you know, apartments and renting. You know, that's something that's going up as well. You know, your average 2-bedroom, 2-bath was, you know, $1,500 a month. Now it's going for $2,000 average.
That's crazy. So you have trends obviously that go up and down, and you're going to show the people how to be successful. What are some of the tips out there for them to use some of the tricks of the trade?
So one thing I try to tell a lot of loan officers that are in the industry is to not worry about the rates, because the rates are, you know, not controlled by us. You only can control what's in front of you and what you can control. Right. You know, we're not deciding what the interest rates are every day. So, you know, what you can decide is what you're going to wake up and do today, how you're going to impact. Yeah. So I'm telling a lot of these people, you know, instead of going out there trying to, you know, chase the market, go out there and chase the relationships.
Yeah, absolutely. Relationships are everything in almost every business. With everybody that refinanced, you talked about it being a career, and if someone wants to take it seriously and make it a career, the trends come back. Like the interest rates will go up and down. The buyers, the sellers will become refinancers. The refinancers will become buyers. The buyers will become sellers. The homeowners. So there's, I mean, the inventory out there and the type of customer that they're going to encounter are endless, and they never go away.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what's weird to me, Anthony, is that one thing that I realized about America is everyone's got a accountant. Yep. Everyone's got a dentist, a doctor, a, you know, financial, whatever it is, everyone's got a guy. Yep. But very rarely do I see Americans have a mortgage guy. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, that guy's my guy. Yeah. He's doing my mortgage, he's doing my parents, my cousins, my friends. And so that's what I'm trying to, you know, bring to the table over here is we're trying to build relationships and not really build transactions. So if, you know, you're buying a house with me and I'm your loan officer and we're closing.
Just pick up the phone.
I got your back for life. Yeah, you know, and I'm going to take care of your kids and, you know, your mom and your cousins and your friends.
So that's what you're building Universal on.
Yeah.
Universal Mortgage Lending is not just your fly-by-night mortgage company.
Absolutely.
Cool. Very cool. What else would you like to cover? I know you were out in Vegas for a little while, and you got a nice shout out from somebody.
Yeah. So I got this thing where obviously doing the photography business and working with the artist Big Sean, who's a good friend. And me and Sean would go to Vegas, once a month, every other month, because he has a residency at a nightclub. And we were in Las Vegas chopping it up. I was telling him a little bit more about the business. He was asking some questions. He was interested.
Cool.
And he gave us a good little shout out.
That was nice. And they can find that on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah,
where else?
Absolutely. Universal Mortgage Lending Instagram, and then on my personal one, Brandon Abro.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful.
Yeah. So it's nice to have that level of respect from somebody like Big Sean, who's a entrepreneur and multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
And somebody that I've known prior to all that. So him being able to see the growth in me and all the wise wisdom he's been giving me throughout the years, and big shout out to him, because obviously he always preached to me taking that leap of faith.
Yep.
Believe in yourself. Risk it all. So, I had a really good position at Quicken Loans. I had a, 6-figure salary. Threw it all on the table to do this because I believed in it. And so, with people like him, even people like you, you call me all the time, AT, and you're chopping it up with me and trying to, help me out and, venture to me. So,
well, you taught me how to fly a drone. I mean,
but that's one thing that I love, is that you got to take that leap of faith.
You're the kind of guy that everyone should want to work with. You're good people. You're straightforward. I said it before. You got a wealth of knowledge in the industry, and that industry, and the photography, and a lot. And most importantly, you're a great person, a great human being,
I appreciate that.
and a great compliment to the Chaldean community. And you were in the industry, and we were trying to get into the industry, and even after you opened your own company, you didn't try to hide anything, any tricks of the trade. You're an open book. You understand that the industry is wide open, and there's room for a lot of people, and a lot of it's not really competition. Because again, it's all of these different states, and people can get licensed here, there, and everywhere. So how many states do you guys cover?
So right now, we're licensed in 4 states.
Okay.
Michigan, Colorado, Pennsylvania, and Florida. We're really focused on that quantity. I mean, on the quality over the quantity.
Yeah, of course.
So Florida's a very hot market right now. Colorado, believe it or not, is our best state right now.
Really?
That's where we're generating and doing the most business in.
Why do you think that is?
A lot of new construction. A lot of people are leaving California. Tons of people are leaving California right now just because of taxes being so high, and obviously like the price of gas, everything, inflation.
Right.
So they're going to the outskirts of California, whether it's Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado.
Wow.
And so we're starting to see Colorado trend right now, and Arizona's another really hot state.
What are the average housing prices there in Colorado? And I know it's irrelevant to there, but I'm just curious for myself.
Yeah, so it's definitely going up. Anything in like the Denver area and Aurora area, which are the 2 biggest cities in Colorado, you're looking at average home size of $600,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about Michigan? What's the Michigan market looking like these days?
It really depends on the area. Everything's sky valued. Your average $400,000 house that you would have purchased 5 years ago in today's market is probably worth about $550,000.
Wow.
So everything is up, but you know what the market is. What comes up must come down.
Yeah.
And including interest rates, right? So I tell a lot of people, if people are telling me right now, they're like, Brandon, I don't really want to buy a house right now. I'd rather rent. Okay. Well, if you rent, you're paying 100% interest.
Yeah, that's 100% interest.
And the only reason you're not buying a house is because your interest is, maybe you would have gotten it at 4% a couple years ago, but now you're looking at maybe a little over 5%. Okay, so if you're renting, you're paying 100% interest.
Yeah, no doubt. And there's no equity, there's no nothing. It's all going right into the landlord's pocket.
Yeah. And a refinance is something that's pretty easy to do. So we're closing these things in less than 2 weeks.
Wow.
So if you're buying a house today and you're getting a 5.5%, no worries. Wait for the market to settle and we'll figure it out in a couple years.
Right.
Or however long it takes.
For sure. Who's your ideal relationship or consumer or customer or mortgage person that needs a mortgage? Like, who's the ideal person that should be calling you? Mm-hmm. Like, is there a specialty that you have? Are you into fixes? Are you into employees? Are you into business owners? Mm-hmm. There's all kinds of different people that are buying houses these days. Like, who best fits your wheelhouse?
So I feel like a lot of self-employed people come to me, mm-hmm. and they come to me because they had challenges at other banks or lenders, big box lenders, and just because their situations are a little bit more complicated with how their income is showing. So we're able to work with all different types of borrowers. Obviously everybody that's in the industry, they want people that are W-2'd and just receive pay stub because those are easy loans, squeaky loans. You don't really have to put much work in these.
A lot of people have been trained solely on those, and I know that you have experience in all different kinds of situations, and that's why I brought it up, because I know you can handle the loans that aren't really typical, mm-hmm.
One
piece of paper submitted and done. I know you can handle the more complex
mm-hmm.
ones.
Yeah, and the thing about our team is we're now a team of 10.
Yeah.
And everybody brings something to the table.
Yeah.
And we have different personalities.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I'd be nowhere without them too, so I try to tell everybody you're stronger together.
Without putting you on the spot, do you want to shout some of them out?
Absolutely, man. Right. Yeah, so, and just to give it a little bit of a background, so I was working at Rocket Mortgage, and me and a fellow team member, his name is Sam Segir,
mm-hmm.
Hussein Segir, he's based out of Dearborn.
Okay.
Me and him were just chopping it up, and, we were running ideas, across each other, and we're like, let's get the hell out of here and go do this.
Wow.
Yeah, so we're on the same team, huh? Just like that. We worked together for a year on that team, and we're like, let's do this thing. And aside from that, we got a lot of family in the business with us, right?
Yeah.
So we have, just speaking of Sam, we have his cousin, we have his brother-in-law, we have his little brother, you know what I mean? So shouting them all out,
That's great.
We got a great team. Shout out Jason, Ali, all of us are in here crushing it.
Crew. Good.
Yeah.
Good,
we got a guy named Ali, he's in Punta Cana right now.
That's where he works from?
No, he's from here, but he's in Punta Cana right now.
Hanging out.
Yeah, we had somebody come in to our office. His name is Hasbusi,
mm-hmm.
and he's a mentor, and he came in and he was trying to express to us how if this is your career, you need to let every single person know that this is what you do.
That you know.
If you're in a room with 10 people,
absolutely,
let all 10 people know that you are who you are, and this is what you do.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, or if you feel uncomfortable, then you're in the wrong industry.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so, just off that, Ali, who's one of our loan officers, one of our best ones, took that to heart. He's in Punta Cana right now, and he's letting everybody know. He has 2 deals from random people in Punta Cana right now, and they're in those 4 states that we're licensed in.
Yeah, it's amazing what networking can do for you. I mean, it's all about networking and and relationships, and there's it's sales, but it's also sales are made from relationships.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to be. And assume everybody's a friend, and treat everybody with respect, and you never know who's who, and just be honest and open, and good things will come.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to treat every client like they're your only client.
Absolutely.
And one thing that's big right now for anybody in the industry is building relationships with realtors.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to realtors all the time, and they're like, this lender's falling apart, and this bank's taking, 4 or 5 weeks, and appraisals are taking, 3 weeks. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, especially in this climate, mm-hmm. when you put an offer on a home, you have to have all your stuff in line, because
mm-hmm.
People want to. I mean, houses are being sold like
mm-hmm.
the mm-hmm. inventory is so low that
right.
you want to have all of your finances in order, and you want to have that pre-approval. If you want to talk a little bit about that too.
Yeah, we'll jump on pre-approvals, and I also want to talk about the difference between a lender and a mortgage broker.
Okay.
And the reason why people need to work with mortgage brokers is because they're able to shop your rate. They're
Gotcha.
able to, we're signed up with a bunch of different lenders, so every single situation fits a different lender.
Yep.
Right. So that's how we're able to get you the best rate possible, the best closing costs possible. And so it's funny though, because coming into this side, it's called retail, and then it's called wholesale.
Yep.
Right. So I was working retail, And basically what that means is, with me being at Quicken Loans, you come to me to buy a house, whatever we have to sell is what we have to sell.
Right.
Versus you come to me on the wholesale side as a mortgage broker, I'm able to shop your rate with many different lenders. So, a lot of times I talk to people and I'm like just so eager and excited to beat their rate, whatever they got offered. But a lot of times people are like, I don't even care at this point. Mm-hmm. All I want is somebody that picks up the phone. Yeah. And that mind boggles me. I'm like, well, your loan officer doesn't pick up the phone?
Wow.
Right? So, we're available 24 hours. We're available 7 days, Saturday, Sundays. We're ready to go. Yeah. And that's, speaking of going back to pre-approvals, Saturdays and Sundays is when we're generating the most pre-approvals because people are, shopping. Getting ready to go out there and go to open houses, and they don't know the first steps to wanting to buy a house is getting pre-approved.
Yeah. So first-time home buyers, repeat home buyers, anybody and everybody, reach out to this guy. He's the man. I'll put my name on it.
Thank you, AT. That means a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it.
What else do you want to cover that we may have not touched on?
Mm-hmm. I feel like we covered a lot. Anybody that's looking to either get in the industry or thinking about transitioning, I'm always an open book. If you want to just, call me for mentorship, whatever it is, feel free to call me. Like I said, I'm an open book. I'm transparent. Say it as it is, how it is. So just looking to help as many people out as, possible and inspire and uplift. Yeah, there was a lot of people that were in the industry that maybe got a bad taste because of where they were working and the resources that individual or that company offered. Mm-hmm. I can tell them that if they come to you to re-energize their career, they'll be making probably one of the best decisions of their lives. Appreciate you saying that. You got it, brother. Thank you. Okay, so Brandon, we actually close out every episode, and thank you, Jordan, for reminding us with a question, and you probably know the question since you're a repeat offender again. What does it mean to you to be Chaldean? It's a great question. I mean, we're one of ones. Yeah. We're natural born hustlers. Yep. And what it means for me to be Chaldean is to just be proud of, our upcoming, like where we came from, our origins, and our hardworking family members, and our work ethics, and our morals and values and family ethics, right? So we're a very tight, close community. So what it means for me to be Chaldean is to just, take care of our people. Yeah, perfect. And another thing I just want to say is that being Chaldean, and we usually close out the shows, but I couldn't help but to, you made something click. We are so welcoming to other races, ethnicities, and people that we want not just for our own, but for everybody, all human beings, all walks of life. We share our culture, we share our community with them, and we have open door policies, and we're tight, but we have room for everyone. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks again. See you all